You know, sometimes when I play Farming Simulator 25, I like to design my own map, kind of from the ground up. My own farm, that is. If you're like me, you might like this map. It's called New Endeavour. New Endeavour. And it's New Endeavour 4 times, okay? So it's big. Now, the downside of that is it's available for PC only. PC only. You start here at the shop. Okay, so this is where you go to buy stuff. You're going to pick it up over here. There's a little bit of a caveat there. When you buy a header for your harvester, it shows up a little bit too close to this wall and you can't get your harvester behind it. So what you have to do is push the corner out. Let me just show you real quick. Okay, so when you buy a header, it shows up here. You cannot get a harvester behind that. So just a warning to tell you, you have to get on the corner here with your harvester, push it out, and then hook it. And there you go. Around the other side over here, and this is where you go do your maintenance, okay? Where you go do your maintenance. Okay, so this is where your maintenance is. Your shop area is over here. Your stuff's going to spawn right there, but too close to the wall. Over here, you got the animal shop. Very similar to some other base maps in this old abandoned gas station. And right here you got the farmer's market. Okay, farmer's market has a water source right there, which is pretty convenient. And it looks like a lime distributor there, but it has an issue there, kind of a glitch with a shroud around it. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm not sure that's usable. So there you go. Let me show you where your farm is. Okay, so you leave this area, and we'll take a look at the map in a minute. And then I'm going to show you, too, what I did with this map already. Kind of how I set up my farm. You're going to go down this road past the bio plant there on the left. And you have one field. So you own this piece of land right here. So it's not a total beginner type thing. All right, so here we are. You have this one field here. And you have this area around it, including some of these trees. And you'll see that'll be significant in a minute when I show you my little farm. You got a couple of trees along this edge you can get, but not many. And there's a couple right here you can get. But you have one field. Okay, the field you have is about 4.31 acres. And you have a total of 21.62 acres of land. So got a pretty good bit of land right here that you can play with, and it ends right in here. Okay, you got that one big tree in the middle of it. Let's hop down here and look at your equipment, because you don't have much in the way of equipment. Okay, you got the basic Massey Ferguson 8570 harvester with a grain header. You got one big bag of seeds. You get the 8 cubic meter Farm Tech trailer. You have a plow that you need 210 horsepower to pull, and it's hooked to your tractor with only 116, which is really weird. You're not pulling that with that. Yeah. So you have this other tractor, though, hooked to this. These should be reversed, because this you only need 110, this cultivator. You only need 110 horsepower to pull that. Your Challenger tractor comes with 160. You're going to want to upgrade that to 230 so you can pull that plow over there. Okay, and you have the Great Plains seeder, which is good, but that's it. You have enough stuff to work on your one field over there and get that going. You have nowhere to put anything. You don't have a silo or anything, but you have some land out here that you can work with and get rolling. You'll have to borrow some money, put a silo in and stuff like that. Okay, but you got a pretty good bit of land. The land is nice rolling hills. It has some character to it. There are some flat areas to put some things. Oh, as a side note too, right here, because you have these trees here to cut, but guess what? Here is the sawmill, so that's pretty convenient to get you rolling there. You can cut some trees, cut them up into like 3 pieces, drag them right there with just a winch and your little tractor. So all you need is a chainsaw, and there you go. Okay, looking at the map, there's a few established fields, but not many. There's one right here. I ended up purchasing this for $135,000. You get some extra land, and I'll show you what I did with that. I changed it some. There's another field up here you can purchase with this piece of land. It's 190. There's a field down here for 177, and there's another field here for 225. And that includes the land around it. And that's a pretty big tract right there that you can get. You've got a restaurant down here on the river, which is kind of neat. We'll fly over there in a second, take a quick look. Most of your stuff is right here close. The farmer's market we saw. There's a lime station, the animal dealer. You have electric charging station there, and the warehouse. And you have electric charging station over here, and then you have a gas station up here. Okay, you got a water feature over here, which is pretty cool. Has a bridge. There's the gas station. The map just kind of drops off on the edge. Okay, here's your boat restaurant, which is pretty cool. It's also a sell point. There's not a whole lot of sell points on there. In the way of productions, all you have is a sawmill and the biogas plant, and you don't own anything. But there are plenty of land. Like I say, this is a bare bones map that you design like you want, and you put things in there that you want to do. There's a mix of forestry and open plains, grasslands that you can get. Let me show you what I did with the map. There's 25 collectibles on here, by the way. I have not found any. So if you have, let me know in the comments what they are. But let me show you what I did with this map. All right, we're here on my farm. This is the one field that you had already, okay, with wheat in there. And I'm putting barley in it. Then I have another field right here that I dug in with my plow right there. And they're roughly about the same amount of area. Let me show you the rest of my farm here. So I needed a place to put equipment. I also needed a place to live. So I got this barn here. This is a mod, but it's a livable barn. Come up here. And here's my living area. Isn't this cool? So it's got my living area over here, wardrobe, sleep button over there, bathroom, kitchen, whole 9 yards. And a nice view of my farm. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's look on around. I have this fertilizer. I have a cultivator. I'm trading that to get a bigger one here real soon. Okay, I got a horse seeder. It's a direct seeder, so it cultivates and seeds as it goes. And then I got this Optima planter. I like it because it does canola also. I got a corn header. I have a sprayer now. Let me show you what I did over here. I've got a greenhouse right here. Now this subsolar acts as a plow. It's a mod. Okay, I got this tractor. This is a Fendt 824. That's a mod. But it has 230 horsepower, but it goes 31 miles an hour. My Challenger was a little slow at 24. And this is a big map because it's 4 times. And then I got the Fendt 926 Vario. It's also a mod. It has 260 horsepower. And it goes 31 miles an hour. And then I've got a forage wagon here, which is a TARDIS loader because it holds a lot of stuff. I put a greenhouse in there. I have a chicken pen here. And with that, I'm using my little 8 cubic meter trailer. And then I have this Ford with 79 horsepower tractor. And I have another greenhouse here. And I have this multi-fruit silo and the multi-fruit buying station. I just use that for lime and fertilizer. And I've put the small sawmill here. And then I have a water source with a water distribution tank. And this feeds both my greenhouses. And this works on console as well. I'm on PC right now, but this works on console as well. So I put grass in here. You can see where my trees were. There's a bunch of trees here that I've cut down. I got this little stump grinder. And I got this little winch, okay, that I can drag. I started dragging them to the other sawmill. Then I put my little sawmill in here because I get more money from that by selling those products. You can see I've cut down quite a few trees. I got a few left, over here where the grass goes, and that's it. Once I get to the other part, I either got to buy some more land. I've got a couple of trees over here I can get, and a few over there. But then I'll be out of trees, so I can either plant some or buy some more land with trees. I got the big New Holland harvester, okay, 700 something thousand bucks, holds 20,000 liters of stuff, and I got this big grain header. Now let me show you what else I did, because if you come down this way, I purchased this other field over here, but I have changed it. Let me show you. Okay, this is what I have. On the old map, it looked like this. But on my map, I cut this field bigger. Okay, I could make this field bigger. And then I've added another field down here. And I have some animal pens over here too. So I've added the standard largest pig pen right here. And I like this little area right here because it's flat. Good spot to put a pig pen there. Got a manure basin there. I got a slurry tank here. Now this is a mod. This is a Fortret ZT300 tractor with 90 horsepower. It's like 20 grand. I was just playing around with that, but I needed something to pull that. Okay, there's my fields there. I got sorghum and corn because I'm feeding that to my pigs. And I have this very large sheep barn. Okay, now the standard for this is like 110 sheep. It's a mod. But look at my fence. Okay, I had this land over here, so I just ran this fence as far as I could on the rest of my land. Well, what does that do for me? Well, let's see how much this thing holds. How many sheep do you think I could get in here? Okay, it holds 672 sheep, and they have multiplied. I'm up to 672 now. I started with 250. So I got 672 sheep. You can see there the field is, the meadow grass is very large. The meadow grass helps me keep the sheep supplied with food. And there you go. So it don't take a whole lot of others. And I have just been, in the winter, I just bought some hay and put right there and let it ride till spring. And then spring, meadow grass bloomed, and I was good for a long time. So there you go. So it's pretty cool. I love the way farming similar to 25. You can have grazing animals, and I'm certainly taking advantage of that with this large fenced sheep pen. So works well, and that's giving me, let me show you my finances here. Now my sheep, I'm actually getting money from, I just started getting money from my second group of 250. The 172, I'm not getting any wool from those yet, but look at my finances here. I got 98,000 last month from sow products. That's eggs, wool, some wood, my greenhouses. Okay, but that's a lot of money, and it's about to be higher as soon as those other sheep kick in. So I'm getting over 100,000 a month in income from these things. It's a lot of fun playing with this, designing your map, figuring out what you want to put where. I've still got some other, a little bit of greenery over here. I own this land right here. So what I did is I had bought this main field here. Okay, that. But I also bought this little field. And you can buy these little pieces, and they're not much. Land is relatively cheap. That other 4 acres there is 9,000. So not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. So it's a pretty cool map. I'm enjoying playing on it. And that's it. I just want to show you what I did with it. And I'm still playing. So that's it. I'm Farmer Teacher. Share this with your farming buddies. If you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next go round. Bye-bye.